To think that a third of Americans are having a romantic relationship with
Have
chatbots
you
is just
talked with
crazy.
the chat in
I
between?
have talked with ChatGPT, but not in like a romantic sense. But I've consulted
Yes, that's
ChatGPT
what
and
I
been
wanted
like,
to
is
know.
this guy weird?
Yes.
Here are the texts. And ChatGPT will be like, yes or no. So I have consulted with ChatGPT in addition to my friends.
Does
Yeah.
anybody here have an AI companion?
So you can see when something enters society, at first people keep it quiet. But nobody's going to say necessarily out loud.
They've had thousands of digital interactions and almost no real ones. Loneliness has become the baseline. Marriage rates in the US have hit historic lows, down nearly 60% since the 1970s. Roughly 40% of marriages that do end up happening end in divorce. More than half of the adults under the age of 30 are single, and most of them aren't even looking. Men and women in their 20s and 30s report some of the highest levels of loneliness we've ever recorded, and they're drifting in opposite directions. Politically, socially, emotionally, women are increasingly educated, ambitious, and exhausted by what the world has to offer, while men are increasingly disengaged, isolated, and quietly disappearing from the dating pool, the workforce, and the broader social fabric. The two halves of the species can't seem to find each other anymore, and the algorithm is feeding both sides, making the gap wider, not smaller, by rewarding outrage and resentment over understanding.